ओके ठीक है. इन बेसिक्स ऑफ कैलकुलेटर व्हाट यू नीड टू नो. सबसे पहला दिस इज योर स्क्रीन. ऐड कैलकुलेटर में जाने के बाद हियर यू हैव मेनी ऑप्शंस. हियर यू हैव मेनी ऑप्शंस. मेन्यू, एक्शंस. एक्शंस में जाके कुछ करना नहीं है. नंबर्स. इफ यू वांट टू कन्वर्ट योर decimals into fraction, or if you have got answers in fractions, you can directly go to number, convert to decimal and get answers in decimal. What you have to do is menu to 1. It will convert your answers to decimal. If you are getting answers in decimal, you press menu to 1 to get it in fraction. तुम लोग ये शॉर्टकट साइड बाय साइड लिख के भी रख सकते हो. इट्स जस्ट menu to 1, menu to 1, menu to 2, menu to 3, like that. ठीक है. सबसे ज्यादा ये हमको काम आएगा. ओके. अभी तक लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल, ग्रेटेस्ट कॉमन डिवाइजर, रिमाइंडर, फ्रैक्शन टूल्स, ये इतना हमको अभी तक नहीं है. ठीक है. जब वो आएगा तब हम उसको पढ़ेंगे. हमारे लिए राइट नाउ इंपॉर्टेंट है these two terms, these two units. ठीक है. these two conversions, menu to 1 and menu to 2. ओके. समझ में आ रहा है गाइज? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू राइटिंग इट डाउन, नोटिंग इट डाउन? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. ओके, क्विक. ठीक है. सो एक बार करके भी देख लेते हैं. सो इफ आई नो, इफ आई हैव बीन गिवन अ फ्रैक्शन, लेट्स से फ्रैक्शन इज 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 8, 5 divided by 8. Enter. My answer is coming in fraction. I'll go to menu 2. I want it in decimal 1. Enter. I'll get my answers in decimal. कंट्रोल इंटर भी कर सकते हैं. सेकेंड वे है इसका शॉर्टकट कि तुम लोग डायरेक्टली कंट्रोल इंटर भी कर सकते हो एंड यूल स्टिल गेट द सेम आंसर. ठीक है. कंट्रोल इंटर फॉर कन्वर्जन डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम फ्रैक्शंस टू डेसिमल्स और डेसिमल्स टू फ्रैक्शन. फर्स्ट थिंग. ठीक है. सेकेंड, algebra. Algebra is very important for you guys, but when you are solving quadratic equations, you will not get proper answers, because यहाँ पे जो nsolve है, numerical solve जो है, nsolve gives you values close to zeros. It gives you value close to 0 only. Getting it or not? So I suggest avoiding numerical solve if you have higher power equations or higher polynomial equations. Getting it or not? If I'm putting quadratic equation in nsolve, it will give me only value which is close to 0. So I avoid using it whenever there are higher powers. But when I can use it, when should I use it? So you use it only when you have to find a single value. Just for example, in exponential functions, if it is intersecting, if you want to find the 0, if there is only one variable with power 1 or power -1, you can use nsolve. समझ में आ रहा है? Then only you use nsolve or you don't use nsolve. It's my recommendation कि not to go for nsolve directly. Instead of this we will use graphs. समझ में आ रहा है? In sequence and series, the first unit we use graph only. We will use graph. nsolve हम avoid करेंगे. Because sometimes when two equations are given, sometimes they give you equations like the geometric sequence and arithmetic sequence. Yes or no? We have solved questions like this before, right? So you substitute, like you put graph of geometric sequence, you put graph of arithmetic sequence, they intersect at 2 points. But if you directly put those equations in nsolve, you will not get 2 values, you will only get 1 value. समझ में आ रहा है? So that's why we avoid nsolve here. Solving system of linear equations. They might ask you one question of 3 variables. Linear equation in 3 variables. ऐसे पास पेपर में ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस तो नहीं है, but solving system of linear equations, you have choice 2 equations or 3 equations. If calculators are allowed, what you have to do? If calculators are allowed, in answer sheet you just write down 2 equations. Let's say 2x plus y is equals to 10, 5x minus 10y equals to 15. You just write down 2 equations. Once you write down 2 equations, you can mention solving simultaneously using GDC or solving system of linear equations using GDC. You don't need to solve it completely. You don't need to solve it pura ka pura. Calculators are allowed. They expect initial steps कि what you are doing. Once you understand what you are doing, you just substitute it in calculator and get the final answer. समझ में आ रहा है? And last one is, अरे यार किधर गया? Menu algebra. Last one is polynomial tools. You know that in polynomial tools you will get two answers. In nsolve you will not get two answers. In polynomial tools you will get two answers. So if you have quadratic equation and you want to find answers, you can use polynomial tools. समझ में आ रहा है? Avoid numerical solve, use polynomial tools. ठीक है? Calculus. Menu 4(1). If you want to find derivative at a given point, you can directly select this. But what steps you should write in paper? In paper, whatever derivative you want to find, let's say for example y is equals to x cube minus 10x is given, and question is asking find the derivative. इतना simple question तो पूछेगा नहीं वो, obvious सी बात है, right? It will be somewhere between the steps. Correct? So f dash of x या f dash of 3 पूछ लिया. What you can do, you can directly put it in the numerical derivative at a given point. So क्या करना पड़ेगा तुमको? You just need to select numerical derivative at a given point. Your equation, whatever variable you have, usually we have x variable. So you will select variable and what point at which you want to find derivative. So let's say you want to find it at 3. You just need to substitute the function here. So let's say x cube minus 5x square, x cube minus 5x square, enter. It will directly give you answer. The way we have numerical derivative at a given point, we will have numerical like integration at a given limits. We will be having limits का calculations as well. So यहाँ पे है तुम्हारा numerical derivative at a given point, numerical integral at a given point. समझ में आ रहा है? न्यूमेरिकल फंक्शन मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्ट सम, ये तो ठीक है, ये आ जाएगा, ये यूजुअली अपन यूज भी नहीं करते हैं. समझ में आ रहा है? आफ्टर दिस आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लोरिंग द मेन्यू हियर राइट नाउ, देन वी विल गो चैप्टर वाइज कि हमको कौन से चैप्टर में मैक्सिमम किसकी जरूरत पड़ेगी. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट, प्रोबेबिलिटी. हियर इट विल हेल्प यू यूज factorials whenever you want to find any factorials, permutations or combinations. Distributions are not in our portion right now. These two things are not there right now. So these three things, permutations, combinations and factorials, you can directly put it here and get the answer. समझ में आ रहा है? In paper what you need to write, just the steps. Factorials you just write down, let's say 6p3 plus 5p4, then you directly write down the final answer using calculator or using GDC. Getting it? After that, statistics. Stats mein we have many things. In statistics we have to like linear regression. We have linear regression in the portion, right? We will be doing one question on this. In today's class we will be solving one question on this. So what is important for us from this point, exam point of view? One variable statistics, two variable statistics and linear regression. How to solve it we will see in chapter wise discussion. ठीक है? Next, matrix and vectors is not in the portion right now. Finance math. So usually for AA students you can use finance math as well, or in your formula booklet you have been given compounding interest का formula. You just need to understand finance solver. एक बार मैं इसको explain कर देता हूँ finance solver, and after that we don't have any functions and programs. ये ठीक है? So let's start with the first chapter. What is your first chapter? First unit, sequence and series. In sequence and series, we have either arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence. Correct? We have what? Either arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence. Arithmetic sequence, they don't ask you sequence and series ka questions. Very simple. Very simple means either they'll ask you compounding interest wala or depreciation wala or something like that. Yes or no? So whenever you are forming equations, you can use calculator. Once you write down the step. But they ask you questions sometimes like this ki okay, so let's say for example it's a running wala example. ठीक है? It's a running wala example. So A is running with arithmetic sequence, G is running with geometric sequence, correct? So on the first day they both ran similar distance, that is 500. But after that A decided to run 200 more than previous day, and G decided to run 2% more than previous day, correct? So whenever there is a percentage increase decrease given, what you can do, you know that मैंने सिंपल सी चीज बताई थी, 100 plus given percent upon 100 is your common ratio, yes or no? So your common ratio for this will be 1.02, correct? Now they'll ask you question ki find when G will cross, or when G and A will run the same distance again. On the first day they ran the same distance, after this on what day they will run the same distance again. So what you need to do, you find general equation of this. So 500 plus n minus 1 times 200, correct? Second, 500 into 1.02 raised to power x minus 1. Now see, in your क्या बोलते हैं, in your paper you will write down the step like this कि if they are running same distance, it means their y values will be same. In calculator what will you do? In calculator you will substitute them in graphs and not in nsolve, because nsolve will give you value close to 0, which will always be 1, because on first day they are running the same distance, correct? So what you will do, you will put both of this graph in कैलकुलेटर. सो मैं यहां पे पुट कर देता हूं, जिससे तुम्हारा ग्राफ में जो भी सेटिंग्स वाले प्रॉब्लम होता है, सेटिंग्स वाला प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व्ड. मतलब या सो ठीक है ना. सो दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू एडजस्ट स्केल्स एंड एवरीथिंग, करेक्ट? सो ग्राफ फर्स्ट इक्वेशन इज 500 प्लस bracket x minus 1 bracket close into 200, correct? Enter. I got some graph here. I will not immediately do menu 4a, ठीक है? What I will do, I will plot second graph as well and then I will do that thing, ठीक है? Second graph के लिए double click, 500 into bracket 1.02 bracket close raised to power x minus 1. x minus 1, enter. मेरा सेकेंड ग्राफ भी कुछ तो आ गया होगा, ठीक है? नाउ सी, इज दिस ग्राफ फिट टू माई स्क्रीन? नो, इट इज नॉट. आई कांट सी माई सेकेंड ग्राफ. व्हाट आई विल डू, menu 4a. First thing you do is menu 4a. Menu 4a is to just make sure it fits to your screen. Even after doing menu 4a, if it is not fitting to your screen, then you'll have to manually change the scale. So let's try menu 4a first. So menu 4a. देखो, when I did menu 4a, it fit to my screen. It got fit to my screen, correct? But still here I am getting only what? Here I am getting only one intersection. If you find this intersection point, how to find intersection point? Menu 6 analyze graph, correct? Here you have all the points. Here you have all the points which will help you find answers easily. If you want to find 0, 0 means x intercept. 0 means what? X intercept of the graph. Minimum means what? You know what is minimum? The lower, like concave up wala का vertex, lower vertex, right? Maximum you know. Intersection निकालना है. Even you can find dy by dx. Even you can find integral as well. You can find bounded region as well within the curves. ठीक है? Fine. So I'll find intersection. If I find intersection, I'll get one only, because it was initially they were running the same distance, correct? So I will not be getting my answer here. So what I'll have to do, I'll zoom out my graph. What I will do, I will zoom out. So again, menu, how to zoom. अभी यहाँ पे हमने पहले सिर्फ कैलकुलेटर का इंडेक्स देख लिया था. Now let's explore the index of graphs as well. ठीक है? So in graphs, first thing is actions. In actions you have pointer, selector. इसको हम यूज नहीं करते यूजुअली, ठीक है? View, इसको भी हम यूज नहीं कर रहे. Graph entry edit is what important for us. If you want to put new graph, you can put from function. If you want to put new relation, why I am saying relation? Because sometimes graph does not allow us to input x ka value. Like it does not allow us to input vertical line. So because vertical line is not a function, vertical line is a relation because many points are lying on the same line. So you can select relation and input the vertical line. ठीक है, यहाँ पे इतना इंपॉर्टेंट है. बट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज विंडो जूम. इसमें सबसे ज्यादा तुम्हारे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है फर्स्ट, थर्ड एंड फोर्थ. गेटिंग इट? फर्स्ट, थर्ड एंड फोर्थ. इन फर्स्ट यू कैन, क्या बोलते हैं, योर एक्स एंड वाई एक्सिस तुम उसको कैसे भी अपने हिसाब से सेट कर सकते हो. समझ में आ रहा है? यू कैन सेट इट अकॉर्डिंग टू योर क्या बोलते हैं थिंकिंग, जो भी तुमको वैल्यूज लग रहे हैं कि कितना कहां तक जाएगा. आई प्रिफर टू यूज जूम आउट एंड जूम इन. ठीक है, सो जस्ट कीप प्रेसिंग ऑन योर ग्राफ, इट विल जूम आउट द ग्राफ. Now see, when you zoomed out, you got a second intersection point, correct? And once you get the second intersection point, देखो, when I zoomed out, I pressed escape. What I pressed? Escape. See, these are very small points, okay? But when you are doing it in exam hall, you will get irritated, you will get frustrated, कि what is happening exactly, correct? So when I use zoom out वाला function, after that I pressed escape because here it always shows us कि कौन सा फंक्शन बैकग्राउंड में ओपन है. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? एंड इफ इट इज ओपन एंड यू आर गोइंग टू मेन्यू 6A, समटाइम्स इट माइट हैपन कि इट विल नॉट वर्क या कुछ और हो जाएगा. दैट्स वाई वेन एवर यू हैव यूज्ड एनी फंक्शन you will see it recent here. You just have to press escape. If you don't see anything here, it means you are good to go forward. समझ में आ रहा है? अच्छा, till now whatever I explained, how many of you have understood? Please raise your hands. Those who have understood whatever I explained till now. ठीक है? Okay. So now let's find the intersection point. Menu 6 intersection. So this is your intersection point. So on what day they will cross each other? 2:30. 2:30th day they will run the same distance again. Correct? ये हो गया one type का question. Sometimes what they do? Sometimes they ask you question like this कि a of x greater than g of x. Find the value of n for which, yeah, a of x की जगह they will directly ask a is running more distance than g, और उल्टा बोलेंगे g is running more distance than a. So whenever it is greater than or more than wala thing, you do the same thing. You will plot both the graphs. What you will do? You will plot both the graphs and you will just find out the intersection point. Even if it is greater than or less than, even if it is inequalities, you will plot the graph, you will find intersection point. Intersection point सिर्फ हम हमारे लिए ढूंढ रहे हैं. किसके लिए ढूंढ रहे हैं? हमारे लिए. Question will be asked like find the least value of n for which g is running more distance than a. Correct? कुछ भी नहीं करना है, सेम टू सेम चीजें करनी है. वॉट एवर यू हैव डन टिल नाउ, यू हैव टू डू द सेम थिंग. इट्स जस्ट दैट, देखो अभी यहां पे द थिंग आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग, बैकग्राउंड में क्या रनिंग है? इंटरसेक्शन एनालिसिस रनिंग है, राइट? सो आई हैव टू रिमूव इट. आई विल प्रेस एस्केप, देन आई कैन वर्क ऑन माई ग्राफ. समझ में आ रहा है? अवॉइड दिस इन एग्जाम टुमारो. समझ में आ रहा है ना? ठीक है, ओके. So I will find intersection point only. I will find intersection point only. Once I get intersection point, I will just check. Now you tell me my G has to be greater than A, correct? It means after this point, my red color graph has to be above blue color graph. That's what you have to analyze. They are equal at 230. So what is the least value for which it will be greater? 231. Correct? Because n can never be fraction, n can never be decimal. Yes or no? Correct? In sequence and series, in finance, math also, they will ask you questions like this. You have to answer them using graph like this. समझ में आ रहा है? Those who have understood this, please raise your hands. Those who understood this explanation discussion, please raise your hands. ठीक है? Same to same thing goes with what we say functions as well. Correct? In functions also you have to do the same thing. Now see, in paper 1 you need to draw or you need to sketch the function, correct? For sketching the function in paper 1, calculators will not be there. For sketching the function in paper 1, calculators will not be there. So what to do? only 3 steps are there. How many steps are there? 3 steps. First, find asymptotes. First, find what? Asymptotes. X asymptote or Y asymptote. Then find intercept. X intercept or Y intercept. Correct? Maximum cases. In maximum cases, they give you reciprocal functions only. What they give you? Reciprocal functions. Second maximum case, they give you rational functions. What they give you? If you don't know the difference between reciprocal and rational function, reciprocal function मतलब function like x का values will be in denominator only. Rational function मतलब x का values in numerator and denominator both. कुछ भी नहीं करना है, पहले asymptotes ढूंढ लो, फिर x y ढूंढ लो, and after that you plot it, you plot x y axis, वो तो already दिया रहेगा. So what you do, you plot your asymptotes, then you plot your what we say intercepts, and according to that जो भी तुम्हारा ग्राफ बनेगा उसके अपोजिट वाले में दूसरा निकालना होता है. मैक्सिमम केसेस में ऐसा ही ग्राफ आता है. और इफ दे वांट टू गो लिटिल एक्सट्रीम, दे विल गिव यू ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट. दे विल गिव यू व्हाट? ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट. नो नो, ठीक है. सेकेंड थिंग इज व्हाट? दे विल आस्क यू ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट. ठीक है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, इसको बस नोट कर लेना फॉर पेपर 1. ठीक है, फॉर पेपर 1 ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. दे समटाइम्स दे आस्क यू टू फाइंड ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट. सो ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट इज ऑलवेज अ लीनियर इक्वेशन. ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट इज ऑलवेज व्हाट? सो इसका एक सिंपल तरीका है सॉल्व करने का. लेट्स से यू आर नॉट गेटिंग हाउ टू यूज लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड. लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड आ ही नहीं रहा है. ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट हम लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड से निकालते हैं, राइट? इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग हाउ टू फाइंड ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट, what you do, you take this. ठीक है, you take this and you multiply it with directly the divisor. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने लिख दिया x square minus 5 in denominator and x cube plus 5x minus 12 in numerator. ठीक है, ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट का कंडीशन इज वेरी सिंपल, दैट न्यूमरेटर का डिग्री हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन 1 बाय डिनोमिनेटर का डिग्री. करेक्ट? व्हाट यू डू, you directly multiply mx plus c with x square minus 5. You expand it. What you do? Expand. क्या मिलेगा? mx cube minus 5mx plus cx square minus 5c. Correct? And then you just compare their coefficients. What you compare? So अभी देखो यहाँ पे x का coefficient 5 है, यहाँ पे x का coefficient minus 5m है. You will get your answer. ठीक है? If you are not getting how to solve, what we say, ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट यूजिंग लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड. ठीक है, ये शॉर्टकट है, इट विल वर्क. चलो बैक टू कॉन्सेप्ट्स, बैक टू, हाँ, यस, डोंट कंपेयर कॉन्स्टेंट्स विथ कॉन्स्टेंट्स. ठीक है, फॉर ऑब्लिक असिम्प्टोट्स यू नीड हाईएस्ट पावर एंड सेकंड हाईएस्ट पावर, थर्ड हाईएस्ट पावर. डोंट कंपेयर कॉन्स्टेंट विथ कॉन्स्टेंट्स. ठीक है, यस. Yes, by comparing the x का coefficients, not constants. ठीक है, constant value मतलब क्या? ये वाली constant को constant के साथ compare नहीं करूंगा मैं, जो x cube दिया है उनके साथ compare करूंगा. ठीक है, you will get that question today in your paper 2 section B. You will be getting those types of questions today. ठीक है, sequence and series के लिए maximum क्या यूज कर सकते हैं, समझ में आ गया? यस और नो? ग्राफ कहां पे यूज करना है? सेकंड, इक्वेशंस को कैसे यूज करना है? इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? पक्का? फॉर्मूला बुकलेट में दिया रहेगा, तुमको वो यूज करना है. ठीक है, नाउ इन फंक्शंस. इन फंक्शंस, अच्छा, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव रिवाइज्ड फंक्शन टिल डेट? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. दोज हु हैव रिवाइज्ड फंक्शंस. ओके. Now, if you have revised functions, guys, have you solved paper 2 questions of them? Okay. If you have solved paper 2 questions of them, what do you think? सबसे ज्यादा questions किस पे पूछते हैं वो लोग? हिमांग, ऋषिमा? Rational functions, correct? Either rational or reciprocal, correct? And they ask you to sketch the graph as well. See, if you have function and calculator is there, sketching the graph is very easy. Reason being, you just directly have to put function in what? calculator, and many students are making this mistake. I observed this while checking your papers. You only sketch the graph. ठीक है, तुम लोग सिर्फ ग्राफ स्केच कर देते हो. You need to write asymptotes as well. You need to mention intercepts as well. क्वेश्चन सब मेंशन करके देता. You need to read question properly. समझ में आ रहा है? Once you do that, only then you will get the full marks. असिम्टोट्स दिया है तो ग्राफ असिम्टोट्स को क्रॉस नहीं करेगा. आरव, याद आ रहा है कि नहीं? यस, ठीक है. इन फंक्शंस मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स दे विल आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस लाइक दिस ओनली, कि तुमको लेट्स से एफ ऑफ एक्स फंक्शन दे दिया. एफ ऑफ एक्स इज द फंक्शन गिवन, एंड देन दे गिव यू एफ इनवर्स एक्स. व्हाट दे गिव यू? सो लेट्स डू एक थोड़ा सा एक कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन देता हूं मैं यहां पे, जिसमें वेरिएबल सेपरेशन थोड़ा मुश्किल रहेगा. तो लेट्स से एक कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन है जिसका इनवर्स निकालना इज लिटिल डिफिकल्ट. व्हाट इज डिफिकल्ट? Question is not asking you to find the inverse of the function, but question has asked you to, question has given you condition like this. Question has given you condition like this. You have to find the x. You have to find what? X. And it is very difficult to find f inverse x. It is very difficult to find f inverse x. What you will do? You can use graphs, but you can't find f inverse x. What you guys will do? How many of you remember this? मैंने सिखाया है ये. I have taught this before first term as well. I revised it before first term as well. While revising functions, I discussed it. How many of you remember if f of x function is given, but they have not asked us to find f inverse x, and let's say it is very difficult to find f inverse x, but they are asking you to find f of x and f inverse x are equal for what point? What will you do? बोल. How many of you remember? Quickly raise your hands. Anyone? Yes, Arav Bora.
Sir, I think you equate f of x is equal to x.
Yes, correct. So ये मैंने तुमको last time भी explain किया था. What's the point? If f of x function is given, and they are asking you f inverse x and f of x का intersection, what are they asking you? F of x and f inverse x का intersection, right? You just need to keep one thing in mind. F of x equals to f inverse x will always intersect on y equals to x line. They will always intersect on what? Y equals to x line. So what you have to do? You have to plot the graph of f of x, correct? Second, you will plot the graph of y equals to x, and you will find the intersection point. All inverse functions. If you, how many of you understood this? Quickly raise your hands. And please don't forget this point. They'll ask you question like this. I saw it in one of the past papers. ठीक है? That's why I'm asking you to remember this. Yes. Y equals to x. So let's do one simple question. देखो y is equals to 3x square minus 5 ऐसा दे दिया है, समझो, करेक्ट? So इसका इनवर्स फंक्शन क्या होगा? इनवर्स फंक्शन will be x plus 5 upon 3 root. Yes or no? By swapping x and y and making y a subject, correct? 5 will come to this side, y plus 5, 3 will go in denominator. If you plot this graph, if you plot both of them, they will intersect on y equals to x line. So एक बार दिखा देता हूं, तुमको विजुअली याद रहना चाहिए. 3x square minus 5. So 3x square minus 5 is my one graph. ठीक है? My second graph was what? Under root x plus 5 bracket divided by 3. This is my second graph, correct? They will intersect at y equals to x line. So if I draw y equals to x line, that line will pass through origin and this point. समझ में आ रहा है? That line will pass through. So एक बार check कर लो. If I press x here, enter. See, it is passing through the same line. समझ में आ गया? So that's why I'm telling you, keep this result in mind. कि इफ एफ ऑफ एक्स एंड एफ इनवर्स एक्स इक्वल्स टू पूछ लिया, यू व्हाट यू डू, एफ ऑफ एक्स इक्वल्स टू एक्स प्लॉट कर दो, और इफ यू हैव एफ इनवर्स एक्स का फंक्शन एफ इनवर्स एक्स इक्वल्स टू एक्स प्लॉट कर दो, दैट्स इट, नथिंग एल्स. अंडरस्टूड दिस और नॉट? ओके, ये हो गया डायरेक्ट फंक्शन इक्वल दे दिया. तब समटाइम्स व्हाट दे डू, दे आस्क यू टू प्रूव g of x minus f of x is greater than 0. Find x का region, like, or find the interval of x for which they are greater than 0. Yes or no? They ask you find the interval for which they are greater than 0. So what you have to do? Again, you will plot the graph of g of x. You will plot the graph of f of x. Concept is same, logic is same. You plot both the graphs. देखो माइनस बोला है, क्या बोला है? माइनस. इट मीन्स g of x has to be greater than f of x, correct? So whatever graph you have got, either you can plot it like this. Let's say उन्होंने एक इक्वेशन ले लेता है. Let's say 3x cube minus 5x square plus 10 is one equation, and let's say second equation is 2x square minus 10x plus 4. These are the two equations. There are two ways of plotting it. What? First you can do g of x minus f of x. इसको plot कर दो. What you do? Plot g of x minus f of x. So first way, what is it? So you first find the equation of g of x minus f of x. So the equation will be 3x cube minus 2x square minus 5x square will be minus 7x square, correct? Then plus 10 minus 4 is plus 6. This is the equation of f of x minus g of x minus f of x. कौन सा टर्म भूल गया मैं? हाँ, माइनस 10x का प्लस 10x हो जाएगा. क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस 10x प्लस 6. एक बार क्विकली चेक कर लो गाइज, मैंने f of x माइनस g of x सही लिखा है क्या? इफ सही लिखा है जस्ट रेज योर हैंड्स. इफ इट इज रिटन करेक्ट, क्विकली रेज योर हैंड्स. I have subtracted this from this. Quick. या करेक्ट, सही लिखा है. ओके, सो व्हाट यू कैन डू, either you find g of x minus f of x. Once you find g of x minus f of x, directly put it in graph. So now it has to be greater than 0. It has to be what? Greater than 0. See, they are saying greater than 0. They are not saying greater than or equals to 0. If there comes equals to, answer will change. You will include extreme points as well, right? Now you plot this equation in graph. So someone just remember this and tell me. लिख ले एक बार. 3x cube minus 7x square plus 10x. 3x cube minus 7x square plus 10x plus 6. Again see, I plotted a graph. Graph is not coming correct. What I will do, menu 4a. Now my graph is fit to screen, but again on y-axis it is stretched a lot. On y-axis it is stretched a lot. So now you'll understand the function of changing the scale. Now you'll understand the function of changing the scale. See, x scale is perfect. X scale यहाँ पे भी नीचे जा रहा है, यहाँ पे भी ऊपर जा रहा है. X scale is perfect. I need to change the y scale. So my y scale is getting into 3000s and 4000s. And I'm again telling you guys, sometimes किसी के साथ तो ऐसा पक्का होगा कि उनका ये जो scale रहेगा ना, it will be like 2, 5, 6, 8, E10. E10 means 10 raised to power 10. Exponential into 10 raised to power 10, right? Quickly go and change your scale. How to change your scale? Menu, window zoom, window settings. X values, Y values. Scale को auto ही रखना है. देखो Y value minimum I will do let's say minus 100. And let's say Y value maximum I will say 100. Press OK. See, this is how my graph is looking now. Correct? And question ने क्या बोला? Find the range or find the interval for which g of x minus f of x is greater than 0. Correct? So here is the 0 of the graph. Right? So what I will do? Menu, analyze graph, 0. I will just find 0. It is coming at minus 0.439. So my answer should be what? My answer should be x greater than 0.439. for all these intervals, my graph will be, g of x will be greater than f of x. How many of you understood this? This is one of the ways of solving the question. This is one of the ways of solving question. Second way is what? Second way is you can, अच्छा बहुत कम लोगों को समझा. Guys, what happened? जितने लोगों को समझा है, quickly raise your hands. Yeah, okay. ठीक है. What is the second way? Now second way is little critical. किसी के दिमाग में ये भी आ सकता है एग्जाम हॉल में कि सर instead of putting it like this, what I will do? I'll do one thing. Instead of putting it like this, I will directly do g of x greater than f of x. Right? In this case, दिमाग थोड़ा ज्यादा लगाना पड़ेगा. Why? Because here again you'll have to find intersection point. You'll again have to check what graph is above which one, which graph is above which one, correct? And then you'll have to find the answer. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? So simple example लेते हैं अभी. So let's say x square minus 5x plus 10 greater than 5x minus 11. Correct? Either I can subtract them and put single equation, find x intercepts, or I'll have to put it like this. Like this means what? Graphing them separately on the same set of axes. So x square minus 5x plus 10. So again, x square minus 5x plus 10. 5x minus 11. Now see guys, question was asking g of x should be greater than f of x. Now g of x f of x से बड़ा होना चाहिए. You will be able to analyze it only when you have their intersection points. Only when you have what? Intersection points. So मैंने menu 4a कर दिया. तो I will find intersection points first. So menu, analyze graph, intersection. So I'll have to find intersection points first. So one is coming 7 and second one is coming 3. What are the intersection points here? 7 and 3. So एक है 3, एक है 7. Correct? No limits. Now here you will just check. You check before 3 which graph is above which one. Blue color is above red. Correct? So blue is our G का graph and red is our F का graph. So देखो यहाँ पे satisfy हो रहा है कि नहीं? So this condition is satisfied here. Between 3 to 7, red is above blue. This condition is not satisfied. And above this, it is satisfied. So it means what? For any value of x less than 3, for any value of x greater than 7, the condition will be satisfied. Yes or no? You are getting this answer, you equating, like putting separate answers. But they will not give you itna simple. What they will do? They'll give you reciprocal functions. They'll give you rational functions where axis intercepts will be there. Asymptotes will be there. Right? So whenever asymptotes are there, you need to stop at asymptote and then you start again after asymptote. समझ में आ रहा है? जैसे कैसे? एक क्वेश्चन तुम लोग सॉल्व करोगी अभी, सब लोग ट्राई करेंगे इस क्वेश्चन को, ठीक है? So 1 upon x square minus 5x plus 2 is greater than, let's say 3x plus 5. This is what you have to find. Okay? I don't know whether it exists or not. तुमको ट्राई ही करना पड़ेगा. Everyone, please try this question. ये f of x है समझो और ये है g of x. Okay? ये f of x है और ये है g of x. Now in this situation, you either take it to left hand side, either you directly find f of x minus g of x greater than 0, or you can use f of x greater than g of x. दोनों में से जो भी कंडीशन तुमको करना है तुम करो, बस मुझे निकाल के दो कि फॉर व्हाट कंडीशंस this is satisfying, for what values of x it is possible. Everyone please quickly try. गाइज प्लीज ट्राई, यहां पे ट्राई करोगे तो एग्जाम में कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा. Guys, how many of you trying? Quickly raise your hands. Let me see how many of you trying. Yes, good. Rishima, you are not trying? अच्छा, डन. ओके, समझ में आया? Okay, how many of you got the answer? Quickly raise your hands. Those who got the answer, quickly raise your hands. Very good. Very good, guys. Very good. हिमांग, आंसर आ रहा है कि नहीं? या ओके. सो देर आर टू वेज. क्या करोगे? या तो तुम राइट हैंड साइड को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लेके आ जाओ. करेक्ट. सो पहला वे से ट्राई करते हैं. एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 2. सो 1 डिवाइडेड बाय एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 2 प्लस 2 माइनस ब्रैकेट 3x प्लस 5 इंटर. सो दिस इज हाउ माई ग्राफ इज लुकिंग. करेक्ट. नहीं, एक्चुअली वहां पे दिक्कत ये होगी ना कि यू विल बी गेटिंग असिम्प्टोट्स इन दैट. यस, देयर विल बी मेनी असिम्प्टोट्स. करेक्ट. या so instead of that I will always suggest you take them on one side, subtract, add जो भी बोला होगा and put it once only. So see, greater than 0 चाहिए. Now you check here how many zeros you are getting here. 1 2 3 zeros. Correct. So what you will do, you will find in zeros of the polynomial. So first is minus 1.64, second is 0.4 and third is, that is y का वैल्यू. हम पॉलिनोमियल का जीरो ढूंढ रहे बेटा, x इंटरसेप्ट ढूंढ रहे. क्या ढूंढ रहे? हाँ, तो यहां पे हमने सब्ट्रैक्ट करके दोनों को ग्रेटर देन जीरो निकाल रहे हैं ना. सो फॉर दिस वैल्यू इट विल बी ग्रेटर देन जीरो ओनली. इट्स लाइक दैट. करेक्ट. एंड लास्ट वाला कौन सा है? मेन्यू 6 0. सो लास्ट वाला पॉइंट है माइनस 4.52. सो तुम एक बार बस ग्राफ में चेक करो. सो देखो, आफ्टर जीरो, ये कौन सा पॉइंट था? 0.4 था ना. हाँ, यस. आफ्टर 0.4 द ग्राफ इज ओनली गोइंग अप. ग्राफ इज ओनली गोइंग अप. इट्स नॉट कमिंग डाउन. यस और नो? सो योर आंसर शुड बी व्हाट? बिफोर दिस ग्राफ इज अप. Between these two, graph is below 0. So any value less than, any value of x less than this will satisfy the inequality. Any value above this between vertical asymptote will satisfy your answer, and any value below this, because I think above this it is going downwards, any value below this and above vertical asymptote will satisfy the answer. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? How many of you understood it? Quickly raise your hands.
Sir, I graphed both of them separately and I got like a straight line and like the rest.
Yes, देखो अभी ये एक इक्वेशन आ गया यहाँ पे अपना. एक तरीका समझ में आ गया तुमको. अभी मैं एक बार दूसरा तरीका भी बता देता हूँ, बिकॉज सी बोथ वेज आर पॉसिबल. तुम दोनों तरह से कर सकते हो क्वेश्चन को. राइट. सो 1 डिवाइडेड बाय क्या था इक्वेशन? एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 2. करेक्ट. ये आ गया तुम्हारा क्या? रेसिप्रोकल. दिस इज योर रेसिप्रोकल फंक्शन, करेक्ट आर्यन? और दूसरा आएगा 3x + 5, करेक्ट? ये आ गया स्ट्रेट लाइन, यस और नो? मेन्यू 4a, ऐसा इक्वेशन आ रहा होगा तुम्हारा. सो मैंने क्या बोला, इफ यू आर प्लॉटिंग देम सेपरेटली, द फर्स्ट स्टेप यू शुड डू इज फाइंड इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट. सो हियर इज योर इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट, हियर इज योर इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट, यस और नो? In this you need to take, or you need to consider asymptotes as well. So what is this asymptote? इसका कुछ तो वैल्यू रहेगा, इसका भी कुछ तो वैल्यू रहेगा, yes or no? So you need to include those asymptotes as well. ऑब्लिक कहाँ पे है? वर्टिकल asymptote है वो, वर्टिकल asymptote है. कैसा है? वर्टिकल, ठीक है. सो देखो ना भाई, ये इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट के बाद, लेट्स से दैट इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट इज कमिंग बिफोर द asymptote, तो यहां पे कहीं पे इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट है, राइट? So I want my reciprocal function greater than that, yes or no? So this intersection point and oblique asymptote, इसके बीच में देखो, this intersection point, before this intersection point my graph is what? Above x axis, not above x axis but above second graph, correct? So this intersection point, below it the condition is satisfied. Next, यहां से लेके यहां तक इट इज नॉट सेटिस्फाइंग द कंडीशन, यस और नो? करेक्ट. बट इमीडिएटली आफ्टर दिस इंटरसेक्शन एंड वर्टिकल असिम्प्टोट, दिस इंटरसेक्शन, यहां पे बीच में कुछ भी नहीं है, दिस इंटरसेक्शन एंड वर्टिकल असिम्प्टोट, इट इज अगेन सेटिस्फाइंग द कंडीशन, करेक्ट? हियर इट इज नॉट सेटिस्फाइंग द कंडीशन. अगेन दिस वर्टिकल असिम्प्टोट एंड इमीडिएट इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट, ये जो दो पॉइंट्स है इसके बीच में कंडीशन अगेन सेटिस्फाई हो रही है, यस और नो? So both ways you will be getting same answers. It's just that you need to find out asymptotes first. अभी यहाँ पे मैंने प्लॉट किया, मैंने रैंडम क्वेश्चन दिया था, asymptotes का वैल्यू डेसिमल्स में आएगा. But they'll give you function like this in which you will be getting a proper either 0.5 का multiple or integers form. Those who understood it now please raise your hands. यहीं पे सबके सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स जाते हैं, समझ में आ रहा है? And when they give you scale, when they ask you to sketch the graph, right? And they give you domain as well. What they give? So तुमको तुम्हारा ग्राफ उस डोमेन के हिसाब से एडजस्ट कर लेना है. Let's say they give you -10 to 10, so you will adjust it according to -10 to 10, and according to that you will sketch your graph. समझ में आ गया? फंक्शंस में ग्राफिकल क्वेश्चंस इतने पॉइंट्स पे आते हैं. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग देम. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? अच्छा, in paper 2 sometimes they give you questions again. If they are asking you interval of x, if they are asking you interval of y for which it is greater, you can use graph directly. 1 or 2 marks के लिए you can use graph directly. समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है. देखो इसकी नींद बहुत जल्दी खुल गई, अगस्त राठौर. ठीक है, फाइन. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? फंक्शंस का पॉइंट क्लियर है? किसी को कोई डाउट्स है? पक्का? फाइनली आई एम आस्किंग आर्या भिडू, समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? ठीक है, ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट, फंक्शंस में इतने क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, ठीक है? ये तुमको ध्यान में रखना है, जो भी पॉइंट्स अभी मैंने एक्सप्लेन किए यहां पे, ठीक है? हो सकता है इसके अलावा भी कोई क्वेश्चन आए, बट तरीका ग्राफ करने का, आंसर्स निकालने का ऐसा ही रहेगा. सो इट इज सजेस्टेड टू यूज फाइनेंस सॉल्वर. That's why I have shared finance math के जितने भी क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, but they ask you using formula, so you'll have to use the formula only. Yes, ठीक है. You need to, हाँ, see that's what I'm saying. नहीं, finance math is working all the time. तो मैं अभी बताऊंगा ना, मैं रुको जरा, सब्र करो, ठीक है? सो अभी एक बार सिर्फ फाइनेंस मैथ डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि कुछ लोगों का है कि सर फाइनेंस कैलकुलेटर समझ में नहीं आता है, ठीक है? सो एवरीवन जस्ट राइट डाउन दिस नोट्स. जो भी मैं अभी यहां पे लिखाऊंगा सब लोग प्लीज इसको लिख लो. फाइनेंस मैथ इज अलाउड, लाइक फाइनेंस कैलकुलेटर इज अलाउड टू यूज इन एग्जाम, ठीक है? सो एवरीवन जस्ट टेक द नोट्स. मेन्यू 781, मेन्यू 81 इज फाइनेंस सॉल्वर का शॉर्टकट. इट इज नथिंग बट योर सेम कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला. इट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट? कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला, सेम टू सेम. फाइनेंस सॉल्वर तुमको कहां पे हेल्प करेगा? फाइनेंस सॉल्वर विल हेल्प यू इन क्वेश्चंस लाइक अमोर्टाइजेशन और लोन रिपेमेंट. In case if they are asking you, amortization matlab you have taken the loan and you are repaying the loan. It's like EMIs, right? And annuity is like SWP. You have invested 10 crore rupees lump sum and you are earning yearly or monthly interest on it. It's like that. Okay? So what is your formula for compound interest? Future value is equals to present value bracket 1 plus R upon N times 100, yeah, K times 100 raised to power NK. Yes or no? This is your formula for compound interest. Getting it or not? Yes.
I don't think we have finance solver.
It is in test mode. बिडू टेस्ट मोड में चलता है फाइनेंस सॉल्वर. सबका चलेगा, सबका चलेगा. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूं वॉट एवर वी आर डिस्कसिंग हियर, इफ योर कैलकुलेटर इज इन टेस्ट मोड, साइड बाय साइड करते रहो, so you'll understand. ठीक है. Now here n means what? Here n is nothing but same to same this. Getting it? So n का मीनिंग क्या है? n है number of payments. Number of payments. So what is number of payments? It means number of years into PPY, payments per year. Number of years into PPY, payments per year. जैसे for example, if I am paying every year, if I am paying what? Every year. So PPY का वैल्यू क्या होगा? 1. If I am paying every 6 months, so PPY का वैल्यू क्या होगा? If I am paying every 3 months, 4. If I am paying every month, 12. So that is PPY. Getting it or not? Okay. I is interest rate. You don't have to put percentage here, you just need to put the value. PV is present value. PV is what? In finance math, see, if it is a complicated question, you can't find PMT using compound interest का formula. You can't find that. It's difficult, right? So that's why इसको सिर्फ तुम ध्यान में रखो. Today you have entire day. You solve questions from paper 2. Try to use this. If you don't get it, I'm recording this class. Again go through the recording. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So PV is what? Present value. PV is what? Present value. हाँ तो रुको जरा, सबर करो, क्या कर रहा हूं मैं? हाँ. So PV is what? Present value. In math, in finance math, you just need to remember one simple rule. If you are using this table, money going out of your pocket should be negative, money coming into your pocket should be positive. So let's say if I'm taking the loan, if I'm borrowing the money is coming in my pocket, so PV should be what? Positive. If I'm going to repay, then my final answer should be what? Negative. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Correct? So I is interest, PV is present value, PMT is what? It is a repeated payment. It is what? Repeated payments. मतलब if I have taken नहीं, उसको लगा चार्जिंग पे रहने. हाँ, यस. सो PV is present value. If money is going out of your pocket, it should be negative. If money is coming in your pocket, it should be positive. Correct? Repeated payments. If I have a EMI of 6,000 rupees, money will be going out of my pocket. I'll have to pay 6,000 rupees per month. So here you will write down minus 6,000. Because money is going out, it should be written minus. Next, future value. Future value is what? Same thing that you are going to calculate here. Correct? If you have taken the loan, you have to repay, your future value will come negative. If you have invested somewhere, your present value will be negative, final future value will be positive because you will be receiving that money. यहां तक किसी को कोई डाउट है क्या? How many of you understood till here? Quickly raise your hands. It is exactly like compound interest का formula only. Nothing changed, no change at all. Getting it? ये K का मतलब क्या है? Repeated payments, that is PPY. K का meaning ही PPY है. So you are using there as well, you are using here as well. Correct? Okay. Next, PPY. What is PPY? Payments made per year. Correct? अनलेस एंड अंटिल क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफाइज, जैसे क्वेश्चन ने बोल दिया पेमेंट्स मेड पर ईयर आर क्वार्टरली, मतलब कितना पेमेंट्स पे होगा 4, सो योर पीपीवाई का वैल्यू विल बी व्हाट, बट अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दैट यू आर अर्निंग इज पर ईयर, तो सीपीवाई का वैल्यू क्या होगा 1, दैट्स इट. So that's the difference between PPY and CPY. CPY means compounding per year. CPY means what? Compounding per year. PPY means what? Payments per year. That's it. इतना ही difference है. और N का value क्या है? N का value you already know. It is number of years into PPY and not CPY. Correct? If question has not specifically mentioned anything about payments, only compound interest is mentioned. So your PPY and CPY remains same in that case. So here if I substitute 6, automatically my CPY will also become 6. It is compulsory. It should be equal. But if they mention payments are separately made and compounding is separately done, so according to that you have to substitute the values here. Nothing else. Yes, yes. It will still switch automatically. उसको थोड़ी पता है तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्या है. तो you will have to substitute it. अगर if I am saying payments made monthly, so PPY will be 12. But compounding is quarterly, so CPY will be 4. That's it. Yes, it doesn't switch. PPY तुम्हारा fix, CPY तुम्हारा fix. If they are saying it is different, you can change it. How many of you understood this? Quickly raise your hands. It is helpful in calculating what? Payments. And like for पूरा ही easy है वो. Today you give it a try. If you don't get it, you have the compound interest का formula. It is only end. It's always at end. You don't need to change it. No, you don't need to change it. We will keep it end only. ठीक है? Now, first point. Yes. Avanish, your voice is not coming. Anyone able to hear him? Anyone able? नहीं आ रहा है ना उसका आवाज? See, you can use compound interest का formula, no problem at all. It's just that this is also one of the ways. If you feel comfortable with this, you go with this. If you don't if you don't feel comfortable with this, PMT का meaning है payments, repeated payments. Let's say you have taken the loan for your business, so you'll have to pay every month to the owner, like whoever borrowed you the, like lended you the money, right? So it is a repeated payments. समझ में आ रहा है वानिश?
Yes, sir. But is it not there in the formula, sir, like the compound interest formula?
No, it is not there in formula. That's why I said कि finance solver will help you when you have to find PMT value. Getting it or not? You can't find it using compound interest का formula. That's why I suggest use finance solver that moment. ठीक है? That's what I'm telling you. Whatever past papers are there for paper 2 section B, it comes usually in section B only. ठीक है? एक दो questions रहेंगे section A में. You try those questions. You try those with formula. You try those with finance solver. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, you go with that. No problem at all. ठीक है? I just thought कि this is one of the ways, so I just explained it. Now it depends on you. Getting it or not? Is this point clear? Those who understood it, quickly raise your hands.
Can you repeat why, when, and why PMT is negative?
PMT is negative. See, logic is very simple. If money is going out of your pocket, it will be negative. Present value will be negative, PMT will be negative. If money is coming into your pocket, your PV will be positive, PMT. If amount is receiving every month, it will be positive. This is what you have to think of.
So when would we use the geometric series formula for financial math?
Geometric series formula की जरूरत नहीं. If you have directly the geometric series का formula, actually तुम्हारा ये है क्या? What is FV is equals to PV? Yes, yes. What is this? This is geometric series only. ये geometric sequence का ही formula है. If you combine this together, this is your common ratio. Arnav. गेटिंग इट? इफ यू कंबाइन दिस इज ओनली योर कॉमन रेशियो. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yeah.
Why do we do KC or KN instead of N minus?
व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन रिशिमा?
So why do we just use N or NK instead of N minus 1?
So you are asking why we are using, okay. देखो, in geometric sequence your formula is un is equals to u1 into r raised to power n minus 1, correct? Your first term is u1, your second term is u1 into r, right? अच्छा, अभी तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन है कि why we are not using nk minus 1. Why don't we do nk minus k? ठीक है, गिव मी सम टाइम, आई विल थिंक ओवर इट कि व्हाई दे हैव नॉट डन nk minus k in it. ठीक है, आई विल गेट बैक टू यू विद दिस. बट यू जस्ट कीप वन थिंग इन माइंड, जो तुम्हारा फ्यूचर वैल्यू का फॉर्मूला है कंपाउंडिंग इंटरेस्ट का, यू हैव टू यूज इट दैट वे ओनली, करेक्ट? व्हाई दे आर नॉट यूजिंग nk minus 1 एंड एवरीथिंग, आई विल चेक इट एंड लेट यू नो. ठीक है, फाइन, ओके. यहां तक कितने लोगों को समझ में आ गया? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. Those who have understood till here, please raise your hands. Now we will move towards our third unit, that is okay, fine. Next, unit 3. Unit 3 में क्या आ रहा है? Statistics, sorry, trigonometry and geometry. Yes. ज्योमेट्री एंड ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, करेक्ट? एक्चुअली ज्योमेट्री एंड ट्रिग्नोमेट्री पे क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट पेपर में आते हैं. किस पे आते हैं? कैलकुलेटर के ज्यादा क्वेश्चन उसमें आते नहीं है. इसमें अगर कैलकुलेटर बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आते हैं तो ये सरफेस एरिया वॉल्यूम्स वाले क्वेश्चंस आते हैं या कंपाउंड शेप्स वाले क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, और डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला, और कौन सा फॉर्मूला, हाँ यस, डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला क्या आते हैं अगर आते हैं तो. ठीक है, नो, ये वाले क्वेश्चंस आते हैं इसमें. ठीक है, यूजुअली मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस आर ऑफ पेपर 1, एंड फॉर दैट yesterday only I taught you what things you need to remember. What things you need to remember? The table. You must remember the table. Sine, cos, tan का rule. I am telling you again, if you don't remember basic values, sine, cos, tan का values अगर तुमको याद नहीं है, you will score 0 in trigonometry and geometry wala unit. Trust me. So quickly we will have revision of unit circle. एक बार quickly unit circle का revision कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, it's off the calculator वाला topic, but let's 5 minutes, सब लोग यहाँ पे है तो कर लेते हैं. So what is the meaning of unit circle? It is nothing but repeated values, and we are getting it only from where? Only from the sine or the waves. Sine wave, cos wave, yes or no? We know that in sine wave your till 180 degree values are positive, here till 90 degree, then 270 degrees, correct? Yes or no? If you write it in radians, it will be 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, correct? The coordinates, let's say this angle is theta, so this coordinate is cos theta comma sin theta, yes or no? Correct? Now here we use reflections. What we use? Reflection. If I reflected it along x-axis, if I reflect it along what? X-axis. So this angle will also be theta. But as we are measuring it clockwise, we call it minus theta. So therefore, cos theta and sin theta, cos minus theta, now it is reflected along x-axis. So my x coordinate will remain what? Same. But my y coordinate will become what? Negative. Yes or no? So therefore we have the identities cos minus theta is cos theta only and sin minus theta is minus sin theta. समझ में आया कि नहीं? or this can also be written as cos 2 pi minus theta equals to cos theta, or this can also be written as sin 2 pi minus theta is minus sin theta. How many of you understanding it? Quickly raise your hands. Just a second. Yes, those who are understanding it, quickly raise your hands. Correct. So you don't need to rectify these things. तुमको सिर्फ ये लॉजिक ध्यान में रखना है. समझ में आ रहा है? अगर मैंने तुमको cos 30 का वैल्यू दे दिया, now you should be able to find what is the value of cos 2 pi minus 30. It will be same but with negative sign. Getting it or not? So therefore sin 30 and sin minus 30 or sin 330 have the same magnitude but different signs. Correct? Second, if you reflect this along y-axis, if you reflect it along y-axis, your cos, this angle, again this angle will be theta only. यहाँ से यहाँ तक it will be theta only. So cos will become minus cos theta and sin will remain sin theta. Correct? So therefore you see this total angle is nothing but pi minus theta. This total angle is nothing but what? It can also be written as pi minus theta. Getting it or not? So therefore what we get? We get cos pi minus theta nothing but minus cos theta, and sin pi minus theta is nothing but sin theta only. Yes, it is only after school to college. क्या अभी दिख नहीं रहा क्या? All sin cos tan all values are positive in first quadrant. So वो after school to college भी याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी तुमको, if you remember this logic. So just remember this logic. Don't complicate things. ठीक है? Next, now see, you have values in first quadrant, second quadrant and fourth quadrant, right? Now if you want to find values in third quadrant, what will you do? Again reflect it along x-axis. So whatever sin values you have or whatever cos values you have, after reflecting it along x-axis, this angle will be what? Theta only. But the total angle will be what? Pi plus theta. Yes or no? Here in second quadrant it will be pi minus theta. First quadrant it is theta. Fourth quadrant it is minus theta. Correct? So here once you reflect them, cos theta will remain cos theta. Sin theta will become minus sin theta. Therefore what identities we have? We have cos pi plus theta is nothing but minus cos theta. Sin pi plus theta is nothing but minus sin theta. Understood or not? And if you have sin and cos, your tan theta will be positive here. Your tan pi plus theta will be tan theta only. Getting it or not? Sin and cos ka ratio is what? Tan. So here it will be minus tan theta and here it will be minus tan theta. So therefore we say tan ka values repeat, exact values are repeated after every pi. Sin and cos ka exact values are repeated after 2 pi. Getting it or not? Those who have understood this, quickly raise your hands. Someone just take the screenshot of this and share in group. इतना ही है यूनिट सर्कल में. So second thing, you get questions like this in paper 1. You get questions like this in paper 1. Sin 2x is equals to sin x. ऐसे कुछ तो questions दे देते हैं. Find the values of x if domain is x2, let's say 2 pi से लेके 0 के बीच में है. So you need to find multiple angles. So let's say one angle you are getting 30. What angle you are getting? One angle you are getting 30. So it is possible for second as well angle as well. That is pi minus 30. Values are same. Yes or no? If they are giving you cos ka value, if you are getting cos ka value positive, so there are two values of cos for which is positive, 60 or minus 60. Therefore answer will be pi by 3 and 2 pi minus pi by 3. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? You get two multiple angles. Is this point clear? Yesterday those who solved questions like this, did you use the same logic to find the answers or not? How many of you solved all paper 1 questions yesterday? Please raise your hands. Those who have solved all paper 1. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सॉल्व्ड? ओके, वेरी गुड. हेमांग नहीं किया सॉल्व? Yeah, again you have 1.5 day, not 1.5 day but almost 12 20 12 13 hours, right? Please do guys, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे तभी कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा. अगर नहीं करोगे तो फिर इतना मेहनत करके मतलब नहीं, अगर तुमको मेहनत नहीं करनी है तो. समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है, आई होप दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर. In geometry they will not be asking many questions on sine and cos for calculator. It will be more of compound shapes and everything. तो वहां पे तुमको कैलकुलेशन ही करना पड़ेगा. There is no other क्या बोलते हैं अल्टरनेटिव टू दैट. स्टैटिस्टिक्स इज वेयर वी नीड अ कैलकुलेटर. स्टैटिस्टिक्स, स्टैट्स का सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है पियर्सन अंकल, करेक्ट? So what you need to find? You need to find the correlation coefficients. What you need to find? Correlation coefficients. How do you find correlation coefficient? So whatever question they will give you two lists. What they will give you? Two lists. They will give you two lists. So when they give you two lists, what you do? You go to calculator. You go to spreadsheets. Okay? Now whatever they have mentioned, इधर देख शार्दुल पॉलकर, whatever they have mentioned, you will give the heading to those lists. Sometimes they themselves will mention कि this is X list, this is Y list. Okay, so you give names according to the list. So let's say यहाँ पे मैंने X नाम दे दिया, यहाँ पे मैंने Y नाम दे दिया, correct? Then you'll have to substitute the values. Let's say मैं यहाँ पे values put कर देता हूँ. Okay, let's say यहाँ पे मैं values put कर देता हूँ like this. ठीक है, these are random values. They'll give you lists for that. ठीक है. Now what you need to do? You must remember these steps. नहीं तो फिर कोई मतलब नहीं है. Menu, statistics, stat calculations. What did I do? Menu, statistics, stat calculations. Here you have three options that at the beginning of the class I explained to you. You have three options that you have to use. Correct? First option is one variable statistics. First option is what? One variable statistics. So if there is only one variable, there is a possibility that second list can be of a frequency. Second list can be of frequency. Yes or no? If there are two variables, so दोनों list में one list will be of one variable, second list will be of second variable. And whenever there is a two variable, then only you can use regression line equation. Then only you can use what? Regression line. That is not in the portion. ठीक है, so we have only linear regression, like first 1 2 3 options. ठीक है. Now understand, if I go into two variable statistics, what outputs I will get? Outputs I will get from here? So list A will, like list X, list 2 is my list Y, frequency list is my है ही नहीं. So I'll press OK. This is how I am getting the answer. So just focus on what answers you are getting. So here first answer, this answer is mean of X. This answer is of mean of X. अब ये summation, this is total of X. This is individual value squared का total. Sx is not in the portion. Sigma, this is the standard deviation. This is what? Standard deviation of X. N is number of terms. Total how many terms are there? ठीक है. Again, same to same things are given for Y. So in two variable statistics, what you will get? You will get mean. You will get median. You will get median. As you go down, they will give you, see, in this only you get correlation coefficient. R is what? Correlation coefficient. In the same two variable list also you can get correlation coefficient. In this you will not be getting linear regression. That's why we have the separate heading for that. As you go down, you will get box and whiskers का plot as well. Minimum, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, quartile 4. Sorry, maximum value. ठीक है? Minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3. You will get all 5 numbers from here. समझ में आ रहा है? For X values. And you will get same to same for Y values. अभी SSX, SSY क्या है? We will see it in next class. That is 12th grade. समझ में आ रहा है? यहां तक कितने लोगों को समझ में आ गया? क्विकली रेज योर हैंड्स, दोज हु हैव अंडरस्टूड टिल हियर. Very good. So these are the values you will get if you select two variable statistics. Now what happens in linear regression? You go to menu, statistics, stat calculations. Instead of selecting two variables, if you want mean, median, you will select second. If you want linear regressions, select the third one. Select the list, press OK. This operation may overwrite the data because I already have data in that column, correct? So I will just overwrite it. Now see, all values are coming here. Now sometimes they change the variable. Variable change is like common, like a very normal thing in mathematics, right? But we know that linear regression line will always be mx plus b. They will give you like, अगर उन्होंने child and adult का example दिया है, so adult on child अगर पूछ लिया, adult on child, वर्डिंग्स को समझो. एडल्ट ऑन चाइल्ड, इट मीन्स y ऑन x. सो योर y वैल्यू शुड बी a, x वैल्यू शुड बी c. समझ में आ रहा है? सो दैट्स व्हाट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो हियर योर x इज नथिंग बट व्हाट? c. सो दे विल गिव यू इक्वेशन लाइक, सो यू फाइंड लेट्स से pc plus q. Find the regression equation of pc plus q. So you must be able to understand कि c is nothing but my x, p is nothing but my m, q is nothing but my b. Getting it or not? There should be no room for confusion here. Variables you should understand. क्या करना है? Answer is here. So your y is equals to 2.618. Now again read instructions carefully. Whenever you are solving statistics ka questions, they'll give you some instructions. Write answers in 2 decimal places, or write answers in 3 significant figures, or write answers in 3 decimal places. So you should select decimal places according to that. X plus, या plus की जगह I will have to write minus 25. This is your regression line. This is your what? Regression line. And immediately you find regression line. After that they'll ask you a question. If x value is 35, what will be y value? You just need to substitute 35 in this and get the answer. Samjha? How many of you understood regression line? Quickly raise your hands. Yes.
What is R square and R?
R square is a coefficient of determination, but it is not in the portion. So तुमको सिर्फ R की जरूरत है. किसकी जरूरत है? R is product moment correlation coefficient. R is what? Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient. What is R? अरे बोलो. Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient. And it determines the strength of the data. मतलब कितना related है एक दूसरे से. If it is positive, it means if one is increasing, second one will increase. It has to be close to 1 to be very strong. If it is less than 0.4 or something like that, then there is a weak or there is no correlation. It's like that.
What's that function where you can plot all this data on a graph?
So if you want to plot this data on a graph, if you, अरे क्या हो गया इसको? हाँ, if you want to plot this data on a graph, so you go to menu, you go to, I think, data, then list math. No, not list math. Data. Here you will select your y values. Here you will select your x values, and you will get the graph of them. Huh? So ठीक है, I'll show it again. Wait. So इसको एक बार पूरा वापस से प्लॉट करके तुमको दिखा देता हूँ. Actually, there is one more way. Quick graph के अलावा भी there is one more way. Whatever values are given, you can plot them in graph directly. Let's say 2, 3, 5, 6. हाँ. So apart from this, I think there is one more way. So I think doc. Yes. Okay, guys, see here. If you want to plot it in graph, doc, then insert. Insert में जाके data and statistics. What you do? Data and statistics. then click on add variable on y-axis, you press y values, it will arrange in y-axis. Click on x-axis and press x values, it will arrange according to x-axis. Getting it or not? Yes. Now here again, if you go to menu and go to analyze, you go to menu, you go to analyze, and you press regression, show linear regression. Mx plus b is what in our portion. Press. See, you directly get your regression line. And here is your M and here is your C. Understood or not? So all over again, देखो यहां से मैंने क्या किया guys. अच्छा, let me ask, how many of you understood it? Quickly raise your hands. If you want to find regression line ka equation, you can find it using second way as well or this way as well. So what is this way? Once you put all the data, you go to doc. After going to doc, insert. After insert, data and statistics. Here you just select y-axis. Here you just select x ka value, x-axis. Once you have substituted all these values, go to menu, analyze graph. And here there is only one regression line. So it will give you regression line according to this. Now these things are in not our portion right now. These are not in our portion. So we have only linear regression, mx plus b. You put it, you will get the value of m as well as value of c directly.
None of the functions work if you've selected a value. You need to be in an empty box.
हाँ, तो देखो अभी ये तो यहाँ पे एम्प्टी बॉक्स में रहना चाहिए. अगर देखो मैंने यहाँ पे इसको सिलेक्ट करके रखा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, करेक्ट. इफ आई हैव सिलेक्टेड दिस, आई एम गोइंग टू डॉक, इंसर्ट, डेटा एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स. हाँ, तो नॉर्मल स्टैटिस्टिक्स वाला फंक्शन यू आर सेइंग ना, दिस फंक्शन विल वर्क. स्टैटिस्टिक्स वाला फंक्शन के लिए यू नीड टू बी इन अ एम्प्टी बॉक्स. You need to be in an empty box. You can't be in a list wala box. It will not give you answer because it has to give you answers, right? So उसमें तुम्हारा डेटा ओवरराइट हो जाएगा. It should not be happening. So तुमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? देखो यहाँ पे अगर तुम यहाँ पे तुमने सिलेक्ट करके रखा है पहले ही, मेन्यू, स्टैटिस्टिक्स, स्टैट कैलकुलेशंस, लेट्स से लीनियर रिग्रेशन, यहाँ पे जाके तुमने सिलेक्ट कर लिया, ओके प्रेस कर दिया, फिर भी आंसर आ गया ना रे. टेस्ट मोड में क्या तेरा? So I don't know, but what you do, you always put it in the empty box. Always put it in the empty box before doing any steps. ठीक है? Second graph मैं वापस से बता रहा हूँ how to do it on graph. Go to doc, insert, data and statistics. Select y on y-axis, x on x-axis. Then again go to menu, analyze regression line. Show regression line. You directly get the equation. You don't have to do anything. That's it. Those who understood it, quickly raise your hands. इतना important है statistics में. Okay? Spearman's is not in the portion, but मैंने सिखा दिया था. ठीक है? Now the last part, that is calculus. Yes, बताया ना, factorials. Correct? Now calculus. What to do for calculus? कैलकुलस में डिफरेंशिएशन है, कैलकुलस में इंटीग्रेशन है, करेक्ट. सबसे ज्यादा कैलकुलेटर तुमको कैलकुलस में यूज करना पड़ेगा, राइट. अच्छा, इन कैलकुलस, इफ यू सी इन कैलकुलेटर, यू गो टू कैलकुलेट, इफ यू गो टू कैलकुलेट दिस 9 वाला साइड, 9 जहां पे दिख रहा है 9, दिस 9 बिसाइड इट एक टेक्स्ट बुक वाला साइन है, ओके, और उसके बाजू में एक बॉक्स बॉक्स वाला साइन है. फ्रॉम दिस बॉक्स वाला साइन यू विल गेट मेनी थिंग्स लाइक व्हाट? फ्रैक्शन, एक्सपोनेंट्स, रूट, क्यूब रूट, ई का पावर, लॉग. दिस इज लॉग, ओके. सो डोंट नीड टू गो टू एनीवेयर, यू कैन डायरेक्टली सिलेक्ट लॉग फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है? दीज आर पीस वाइज फंक्शंस विच आर नॉट इन अवर पोर्शन राइट नाउ. ठीक है? एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू, that is mod, absolute value. ठीक है? This is not in the portion. Matrices are not in the portion. This is sigma, summation. This is again same kind of thing, but we are not using it. Differentiation, double differentiation, integration. This is definite integrals. These are what? Definite integrals. Again, it is not there. यहाँ पे limits भी है, but you can't select it. ये भी अपने पोर्शन में नहीं है. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. These 11 things are there in your portion. ठीक है? You explore it after the class. Explore मतलब क्या? जब क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे, use this directly from here. Getting it or not? So if you want to find differentiation at a given point, you can directly come here. Or double differentiation. Correct? But it will not give you direct answer. Let's say आप यहाँ पे x put करता हूँ, यहाँ पे मैं put करता हूँ x square. Yes. Could you just? How? कैसे? ये देखो 9 के बाजू में जो लिखा है उसमें प्रेस किया बस. Did you see the red color symbol? Yeah. So यहाँ पे डिफरेंशिएशन यूज करने से पहले आई विल सजेस्ट यहां से तुम सिर्फ इंटीग्रेशन यूज करना, लिमिट्स वाला. ओनली यूज व्हाट फ्रॉम हियर? इंटीग्रेशन, डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन. यस. So there should be no confusion, right? So don't use differentiation from here. It is not giving you integrals value at the given point. So it is giving you directly what you know. It has differentiated the function. It has differentiated the function and it is giving you some functions का value. जैसे if you take x1, x2, x3, x4 ऐसी तुमको values दे रहा है वो. Getting it? समझा? Hello? हाँ. So you directly use limits from here. You use what? Limits. But again, instead of using from here, मैं तो suggest करूंगा don't use any calculus वाला part from here. Only use what? Modulus function, fractions or something like that and sigma notation from here. Don't use any one of them. Unnecessary confusion होगा. You directly use it from where? Menu, calculus. Use it from here. Don't use it from that. No, integration one is also not fine. We will use it from here only. ठीक है? If you want to try, you can try it. No problem at all. You can try it. I'm just trying to make things little क्या बोलते हैं? Steps oriented. So you directly go to these parts and directly try from here. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. इससे ज्यादा जरूरत, more than this, we need graphs for calculation. Where do we need the? We need graphs for calculation. Correct? So in graphs, let's say this is the region between two graphs. Yes or no? This is the region between two graphs. Now I don't know if they will enable this in your test mode or not. एक बार check करके देखो. Menu, analyze graph, bounded area. So from here till here, this is my, मतलब ऐसे I can select the bounded area. So this gives me approximate values. Yeah, in your calculator it is very difficult to drag. You can't do it directly, right? Here I can do it directly because I have a touch screen. You don't have a touch screen. So they don't allow you laptops. So this is how you can find the bounded region as well. Correct? Acha, second thing. Let's say they have given you graph. Okay? Let's say they have given you what? They have given you graph. Let's say I'm taking a graph. Let's say x cube, x raised to power 3 minus 5x plus 2. This is the graph given. Correct? If graph is given and it is asking you find the stationary point. Correct? So last time also I told you in last class only, yesterday's class, stationary point, maximum, minimum, horizontal tangent, all these mean what? First differentiation equals to 0. Correct? So in your exam you just need to write down this step. For stationary point, f dash of x has to be 0. And if it is asking maximum or minimum value, you can go to calculator, analyze graph, maximum. This is your maximum value. At what point it is occurring? Minus 1.29. So you can directly write the answer at x equals to minus 1.29. It has a maximum value using GDC. If it is 2-marker question. Correct? If it is 2-marker question, you can directly show this. Or you can show one step in between. कि तुम इसका डिफरेंशिएशन दिखा दो. वॉट एवर फंक्शन इज रिटर्न, राइट डाउन इज डिफरेंशिएशन इक्वल्स टू 0 एंड डायरेक्टली फाइंड इट फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. Getting it or not? How many of you understood this point? Quickly raise your hands. Those who understood it, quickly raise your hands. हाँ, तो मैंने क्या बोला कि whatever function is given, if you want to find stationary point, you will write this condition. Yes or no? If they have mentioned g function, so you will write down g dash of x has to be 0 for stationary point. Correct? So either you write this condition and after that a step where you have written the differentiation. Okay? Equate it to 0. You can put this in graph and find the 0, or you can put this in graph and find the maximum value. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Two ways are there. Original function, देखो ये है तुम्हारा original function का graph. So when I was explaining you graphs of differentiated functions, so इसका differentiated function क्या होगा देखो, it will be 3x square minus 5 enter. This is what I was explaining you guys yesterday. Correct? Now you look at this graph. Tell me. इसका color change कर लेता हूं. Tell me one thing. This is maximum point. See, this is stationary point. Stationary point of original graph becomes x-intercept of f dash of x. Stationary points of original graph will become axis intercepts of what? Differentiated graph. Inflection point of original graph becomes what? Stationary point of or turning point of differentiated graph. How do you define inflection point? The point where graph changes its shape. Concavity change होता है.
Like if you want to see it in terms of the original graph with the fx function.
F double dash equals to 0.
So just like only if you're only considering from the fx graph, then how you define it? Without like
You can't find it like that. You'll have to double differentiate. ठीक है? समझा? So all these points I explained you yesterday. Correct? See, this stationary point before which graph was increasing. Therefore, red color graph is above x-axis. समझ में आ रहा है? F dash of x has to be greater than 0. After this point, your original graph was increasing. Therefore, this point f dash x is greater than 0. And between these 2 points, your graph was decreasing. Therefore, it is downwards, like below x-axis. You need to remember this. They might ask this question in what? They might ask this question in paper 1. They will give you f dash of x ka graph and ask f of x ka values, or f of x ka graph and ask f dash of x ka values. ठीक है? Next point. If you have original function, its turning points will give you x values. Its turning points will give you what? X values for which it will have stationary point. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Correct? Or if you can't put original function, you substitute or you put differentiated function. कौन सा function put करो? Differentiated. If you put differentiated function, then for differentiated function, you need to find the 0. What you need to find? 0. So what is the 0? Minus 1.29. See, exactly same answer. Getting it or not? How many of you understood this now? Please raise your hands quickly. Those who understood it. ठीक है. Okay, fine. Next point. In calculator, you need to write or you need to substitute things properly. समझ में आ रहा है? If you don't substitute things properly, most of the times problem कहाँ पे होता है? Now see some common mistakes students do in calculator. Some common mistakes, right? Brackets properly देना है. क्या करना है? Brackets properly देना है. You don't give brackets properly. That's why you get wrong answers. Correct? You give brackets properly. You check formula या equation, whatever is given, before pressing enter, check if you have written it correctly or not. Correct? Instead of writing multiplication, sometimes you will give decimal. Your answers will not come correct. समझ में आ रहा है? जो like when you are using let's say calculator having bigger brackets, more than one brackets, whenever there are two terms, whenever there are two or more terms in single, क्या बोलते हैं, in single equation there are more than two terms, always put bracket before entering them. समझ में आ रहा है? These 2-3 mistakes you need to avoid. Getting it or not? If you want to find integral, let's say there is a graph like this, there is a graph like this, correct? So this graph, here it is negative, here it is positive. Yes or no? Graph here is negative, here it is positive. This is f of x का graph. किसका graph है ये? f of x, a, b and c. What we know, if you want to do it without calculator, you have only one option. That option is integration from a to b. This is below the axis. This is what? Graph is below the axis. You have to find area above the curve and not under the curve, right? So what you do? You take this function negative. What you take? Negative. ये अपन ने सीखा है. We have learned this. Plus b to c, you will take function positive. समझ में आ रहा है? This is how you will have to solve if you want to avoid absolute value function. But if you are doing it in calculator, कहाँ पे कर रहे हैं? Calculator. You can directly integrate from a to c, but you'll have to integrate modulus of the function. What you'll have to integrate? Modulus of the function. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? How many of you understanding it? Quickly raise your hands. ठीक है? Okay. Second thing. ऋषिमा समझ में नहीं आया? हाँ. Okay. Second thing. Let's say graph is going from here to here, then here to here. और एक तीसरा भी ग्राफ आ गया समझो पिक्चर में. ये थोड़ा ज्यादा ही डिजाइन बना दिया मैंने. I just want to explain you the concept. What we do, logic is same. You find intersection points first. What you find for them? Intersection points. Here is the intersection point. You need to find this area. What you need to find? This area, correct? So what will you do? इसको properly लिखो. Unless you write it clearly, you will not understand it. और चेकर का तो दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है? So let's say this point is A, this intersection point is B, this intersection point is C. This function is f of x, this function is g of x, this function is k of x, for example, correct? So what you can do? Integrate from A to B. You are integrating from where to where? A to B. What function is above? F of x is above, correct? So integration from M to B will be f of x minus what is the function below it? K of x. So it has to be what? F of x minus k of x. Getting it or not? इसका इंटीग्रेशन प्लस आगे कौन सा फंक्शन है? इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम b टू c. अगेन g of x इज अबव. सो g of x माइनस नीचे कौन सा फंक्शन है? k of x. You'll have to put limits like this. When you write sentence like this or when you write step like this correct, you can directly put it in calculator and get the answer. समझ में आ रहा है? So what are the steps of solving questions like this? Area under the region or area bounded by the curves. You first find their intersection points. How will you find intersection points? By plotting the graphs. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? How many of you understood this? Quickly raise your hands. ये वाला पार्ट AASL वालों के लिए नहीं था, बट 5 मिनट्स से तो मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया. डोंट वरी गाइज. AASL वालों टेंशन में मत आना, तुमको ये नहीं है. ठीक है? नहीं. Yeah.
So how do we find the exact value of that? Because I got it in a gray area, but I think it's the value.
एक सेकंड रुको. इन द बाउंडेड, एक सेकंड. यस, बोलो क्या बोला तुमने? ओके. एक्स, अरे एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5 इंटर एंड मैं एक बार ग्राफ प्लॉट करता हूं फिर देखते हैं. ठीक है? एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5 और दूसरा minus x square minus x square plus 7. Okay, so this is the bounded region, correct? Now you want to find area between bounded regions, so analyze graph and bounded area. ठीक है? So you have to click on the points first, but एक second, Control Z. So menu, analyze graph, bounded area. देखो यहां तक कोई वैल्यू आ रहा है क्या एरिया का? देखो ये पूरा ही वैल्यू आ रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है? तो बाउंडेड एरिया तो नहीं मिल रहा है, एक से Control Z. पहले इंटरसेक्शन देख लेते दोनों का, 1 and -1.1, ठीक है? मेन्यू, एनालाइज ग्राफ, एक बार टेस्ट मोड में चेक करो है क्या मेरा ग्राफ?
there, but it only comes as a gray color. I don't know how to find the value of that.
ओके, मेन्यू, ट्रेस, what? Okay, so it acts like a magnet when it's reaching the intersection point. So Rishima, it directly gives you the value here on the graph itself. It directly gives you the value. You don't need to calculate it separately. So actually when you are selecting it, मतलब वो magnet जैसे जैसे magnet कैसे attract कर लेता है last moment पे आके, so it gives you a feel like that when you are getting close to the region. Yeah, it is difficult to do on calculator, so that's why you need a practice. So whatever questions are shared, देखो, these are the points which are important for paper 2, ठीक है? In like throughout the day, if I get any new points which are important, either I'll record it and share it in group. समझ में आ रहा है? I have recorded today's class. I'll upload it immediately. Once we are finished, I'll upload it immediately. You can go through it whenever you want throughout the day, whenever you are solving questions, whenever you need to revise calculators wala parts again. ठीक है? In case throughout the day, if I find any other trick or if I find any other thing that is helpful for you in test mode, I'll make sure I'll record it and share it with you. ठीक है? So that's it for today for calculator. Please solve paper 2 questions. Refer your mark schemes. Guys, this is officially our last class of IBDP1. Maths के लिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं. This is our last math class for IBDP1. Whatever doubts you have, let me know throughout the day. I'm here. Please practice paper 1, paper 2. I have shared all past papers. I have marked them specifically so that you can save your time. Keep mark scheme open in your mobile phone and question paper open on your laptop screen so that you can solve the question, refer the mark scheme. Solve the question, refer the mark scheme. Is this point clear? I hope you guys will try this. You guys will practice, and all the very best for your next 2 papers. That's it for today. Bye bye. Take care.